and welcome to Strength and Bloom with me, Kirsty. Today we're going to be working on a full body revitalizing session. So this session is going to boost energy, it's going to build strength throughout your whole body, and it's going to improve your endurance so you can work for longer. We're going to start with a warm-up. We're going to work for the main part of the session, and then we're going to have a cool down, and you're going to be done and dusted within 30 minutes. I'm going to be using a couple of sets of weights with me today. I'm going to be using my light set and also my medium set. For your reference, I'm using a 3 kilo set for my light set. I'm using a 5 kilo set for my medium set, but please use whatever is right for you. So let's get started with our warm-up. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start with some sideways movements. You're going to step to the side and reach the hands up at the same time, coming back into the center, stepping out, reaching up. If it feels comfortable to do so, you can bend the knee a little bit as you step out to the side. So step and reach, step and reach. Really controlling what's going on in your midsection as you do. We're trying to warm up the arms here, the shoulders, your core muscles, ab muscles, and also the legs, okay? So we're doing a lot in this small little exercise. So really reaching up, really switch everything on. 2, 1, well done. Our next exercise we're going to do is a squat sweep. So this time we're going to be working the same sort of muscles, but also into the glutes as well. So you're going to sit back, and as you do, you're going to let the arms come down and sweep up and around, and then sweep all the way back down. You're really trying to get the fingers to brush the ceiling, the walls, and the floor as you go. So working in more of a circular movement here, getting those arms warmed up a little more through the shoulders. Well done. Tummy stays nice and tight, and just pushing that bottom back a little bit more as you sit into that squat. Keeping the back nice and straight, and the aim here is not to get the hands to the floor. If you can, that's great, but that back needs to stay straight. Really push the bottom backwards. Well done. Good. Almost there. Let's do one more. Lovely. And take a little rest. Bring the arms out to the side, and we're going to do some arm circles. So just circling those arms around here, just small little circles, keeping them around about shoulder height. Okay, so we're going to be circling here around about 30 seconds each direction. Okay, well done. Now these are quite tough. They can feel quite hard, but really make sure that if the arms are starting to hurt, just hold on to your tummy muscles, push your feet into the floor, think about something else. Let's change direction. Well done. So really here, just thinking about getting everything nice and warm. Well done. If you feel like you've done as much as you can do with this exercise, because it is a toughie, then please feel free to take a little rest. Otherwise, hang in there with me for 3, 2, 1, well done. Okay, great. We're going to start the main part of our session now, and we're going to work in with a couple of weights to begin with. I'm going to start with my light set of weights because I like to start making sure that everything feels super achievable. So I'm going to start with my 3 kilo set of weights. I'm going to bring them up to my shoulders here with my palms facing. I'm going to sit back into that squat that we just did, and I'm going to push those weights up overhead. So join in when you're ready. Sit and push. Sit and push. Good. So re-racking each time into the shoulders, not dropping the arms down. Good. Really fire those weights up there. Use all of that energy that you have in the leg muscles to help push the arms up. Well done. Sit, push. Keeping the back straight. Well done. Use that breath to fire those weights up. Keep the tummy tight all the time. Good. Excellent work. Well done. We're going to hold on to just one of those weights. Same one, 3 kilo. Now hold it into the middle. I'm going to hold it by my hip here. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate, and as I bring the weight up above this shoulder, I'm going to bring up the heel, and then I'm going to come back down. A little soft knee is what you're going to need here. You ready? Rotate, back in. Rotate, back in. Good. Well done. So really keep it tight into your tummy muscles here. So really working through the core, also working into the arms, of course. Good. So keep a little soft knee. It's just going to help just to give you that tiny bit of momentum to push you back up and round with that weight. Good. Almost there. Last one. Take a short rest. We're going to switch sides. So again, I'm just holding that weight in the middle. If you're using quite a small weight that's physically small, not necessarily light, sometimes it can be quite hard to know where to hold it. So just do your best and make sure you're holding it safely. Let's switch to the other side. Around, back in, soft little knee. Round, soft knee. But by soft knee, all I mean is they're not dead straight, sort of locked out. So just a tiny bend into the knee. Just helps to protect as you're working through. Well done. Good. So this is really good at working into some lower back strength as well. And we've got a fair bit of that today in this session. Good. 2, 1, take a rest. Amazing. I'm going to pop the weight down for this third exercise in this first circuit. And we're going to step back and we're going to punch forwards with the opposite side. So we've got a little bit of coordination here. I'm going to step back with my right and I'm going to punch with my left. Okay, and then I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to punch, step in and punch. So join in when you're ready. So step and punch, step and punch, step and punch, step and punch. Now, the coordination might be an issue for you. You might think, I don't know what I'm doing, which hand is doing what, I don't know what's going on. Just step and punch. If it ends up being on the same side, that's okay. It's really okay. It's not a problem at all, okay? So just do your best. That's all I want from you. I just want you to try. Just want you to get involved, okay? Amazing. Good. 2, 1, take a rest. We're going to go back round. We're going to start again with that squat to the overhead press. Now, if like me, you're feeling confident with the weight that you were on last time and you'd like to go up this time, then feel free to do that if you have your higher set of weights with you. If on the other hand, the weights that you used last time felt about right, then please stay with where you were. If they felt too heavy, go lighter or take the weights away altogether. Good. But before you change the weights, just make sure that your form is good. Because as soon as you add a heavier weight, okay, you're going to need to really rely on the strength in those muscles to do what they were doing when you were using a lighter weight. Well done. Good. So we're not rushing through here, just making sure every movement is right. Well done. Good, good job. Okay, gonna go back to that wood chop. Again, if you feel confident going up in weight, then do. If you don't, stay where you were or reduce the weight down, okay? Let's do this. Soft little knee, twist, back in. Tighten to the tummy. Good. Well done. And you can always decrease the range of your movement if you're finding it too much. So you can come to here if you need to, okay? So you can always adapt the exercise to make it work for you. Well done. Good. 3, 2, 1. That's that side done. We're going to go over to the other side. So really in this first circuit, we're looking at big movements, getting the body really, really ready, really warm. Lower body, quite a lot of lower body and quite a lot of core in this section as well. So let's switch over to the other side. Let's go. Next section is a bit more upper body and balance focused. But it is a full body workout, so expect pretty much all the muscles to be being used, okay? I don't like to isolate one particular muscle usually in a full body workout, just because we just don't have the time. And I want to make sure that you get the best out of our time together. I know that you're all so busy. Good, keep it going. You're doing amazing. 3, 2, 1. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Good. Right, we're going to go back to that step. Back, punch, forwards. If you want to use a light weight, you've got some wrist weights maybe you've got some ankle weights you want to use for this, then feel free. It's absolutely fine. It's your choice. You can do as you please. I'm going to step back with the right and punch with the left. Really going to focus on punching and using power for this, okay? I'm really trying to push, push, push. So I'm not just working on my legs, not just working on the coordination, really working on powering through. Good. Amazing. You're doing so well today. First circuit nearly done. 2 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Take a short rest. Okay. The next block, again, like I said, we're going to be working a bit more into the upper body. We're still working in the lower body though, okay? Because it's a full body exercise plan. Today, for this one, I'm using my 5 kilos. It's a deadlift to row. So what you need to know here is you're holding the weights in an overhand grasp. You're going to keep them really close to the shins and you're going to push your bottom back, little bend in the knee. So coming down, when you're down here, you're going to row and then you're going to come up, okay? So down, row, and stand, okay? I'm just going to give you a minute to try that out because it's quite a complex movement, okay? So I'm going to show you one more time. If you're happy to get going already, then please get going. But I'm just going to show you again because that hip hinge is really, really important. So overhand grasp, keep the weights really close to the body and push the hips back with a little soft knee. Okay, so you're going to push the hips back. Imagine like you're closing the car door with your bottom. I had a client who told me that one. I thought it was really good. So here we go. So push the bottom back, bring the weights down, row, and come back up, right? Are you ready? Let's do this. So down, keep those shoulders higher than the hips, row, and stand. Down, bring the weights down, shoulders higher than the hips, row, stand. So this exercise is obviously really good for the upper body with the rowing element, but it's great for the lower back. It's great for the hamstrings, which is the back of the upper leg, as well as the glutes. And let's be honest, the glutes can always do with a little bit of help to work hard because they're lazy. They're very lazy muscles. They'll rely on everything else to work for them. Take a rest. Well done. Okay. Next time we come back to that, we're just going to go straight into it. No practice round. Okay. I'm going to choose my lighter weights for this one. I'm going to hold them again, overhand grasp. And this time we're going to step out to the side. Bottom pushes back, weights come down, coming back into the center, bringing the elbows up nice and high, switching sides. So let's go over, in, up, down, over, back in, weights come up, come back down. So really pushing the bottom back, keeping the back nice and straight. So again, 2 exercises in one, complex exercises, which recruit a lot of different muscles, highly functional, lots of different movements going on at the same time. Really good for the brain as well, which is where you get a bit more energized from. So that's where that comes from in today's session. Take a rest, well done. We're gonna come back to that one, so don't worry. Right, finally in this block, as if that wasn't enough, we've got a little bit of balance for you. So all I want you to do is bring the weights in front of you, slightly to the side, and you're just gonna pick one foot up off the floor, bring the weights up, bring the weights back down, and then switch sides. Foot comes up, weights come up, back down, foot comes down. This is really tricky, okay? And it's tricky because you have to use a lot of core control to keep your body straight, to get your arms up, core control here. And as soon as you switch to one leg, you have to work so hard to stay balanced and stay strong. So if you are even managing to do half of this, then really well done, okay? Now I'm not bringing my knee too high up off the floor, and take a rest, because otherwise it gets in the way of the weights. Okay, right, let's go back to our deadlift to row, okay? So this time we're holding those heavier weights, they're right in front of your body. I'm gonna push that bottom back, I'm gonna drop down, we're gonna row, and we're gonna stand up. So join in when you're ready. Down, row, stand. Push the bottom back, keep the back nice and straight. You should feel this in the backs of the upper legs, the back of the thigh. Maybe even feeling it now into the lower back. You have muscles in the lower back, so if you can feel it in the lower back in a muscular sense, that's okay. Okay, you're not hurting your back, you're working your back. If it feels painful, that's a different thing. Okay, so just make sure you know the difference. And take a rest. Well done. Good. Let's go back to that lateral lunge with the upright row. This upright row, just quickly, always elbows are higher than the weights. Imagine you're pulling up a big pair of pants, okay? That's what we need to imagine here. Ready? Let's go over to the side, back in, pull up. And as you're pulling up, you're tightening those tummy muscles as well. Tighten. Good. You know, when you're putting on a pair of leggings or jeans that are just a little bit on the snug side, you're gonna whoosh. Yeah, you got me? You know how, you know, we all know. Good. Well done. Over, up, tummy tight. Well done. Up, tight. Nice. And finish the one you're on. Well done. We're going to go back to that front raise on the single leg balance. If you found this really tough and really, really tricky and not achievable at all, then just work to the front raise, okay? Don't worry about the balance element. Just bring your hands a little wider if you are doing the balance element. Foot comes up off the floor, and let's go. Up, down, switch sides. Up, down, switch sides. If you want to bring that knee up higher, a bit more jeopardy, then feel free. You're gonna have to bring those weights out to the side a little more, okay? Or if you're just hovering off the floor, gives you a little sense of security and confidence, then do that. That's fine. But keep your upper body really still, really straight, apart from the arms, because they're the ones that are working here. Feel those core muscles. Good job. One more. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna head down to the mat. So I'm gonna just add a little transition in here. I'm gonna head down to the mat. I'm gonna bring some weights with me. I'm gonna take my medium set of weights, and I'm gonna take my light set of weights down to the mat with me. So get yourself ready, and I'll see you down there in just a sec. Okay, so I'm down on my mat, I'm nice and ready to go. We're gonna do, again, 2 exercises in one here. We're gonna work on some core and stability. So I want you to first lie down onto the floor, and we're just going to push up, push the glutes up, and come back down. Now, if this is your level here, with the glutes up and down, then that's where you're gonna stay. Everybody else who wants to go with adding some weight in, you're gonna bring your arms to the side, got my palms facing my knees, and as I push up with the glutes, the arms are gonna come up and together, and all back down at the same time. Pushing up, and back down. Squeeze the bottom. Good. Squeeze, back down. Keeping your spine pushed into the floor as you are laying flat on the floor, and really rolling the pelvis up. Squeeze, hold, and keep everything nice and controlled. One more. Push and squeeze. Good job. Take a short rest. We're going to do that again, just a few seconds. So if you are just wanting to work weight free on this one, you can either do it just with the arms here, or you can just do the glute bridge. Ready? Let's go. So pushing up and back down. Up, squeeze your bottom, back down. Push and squeeze. Breathing all the time. So not holding your breath. And if you're not sure if you are holding your breath or not, because sometimes it all gets a bit confusing, then if you are making noises like, then you're holding your breath, okay, because you're just letting that breath out in a bit of a rush. So really making sure that you are pushing the breath out at the point of effort. And take a rest. Really well done. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go for my light weights. And I'm going to stay on my back. So holding the weights, light. Again, if you're not sure about this one, again, go without the weights. I'm going to bring up my hands so my knuckles are facing my knees. I'm going to draw out the opposite arm and leg and come back into center. Draw out the opposite, come back into center. Draw, back into center. Now you can make this a little bit more achievable if it's tough for you by bending that leg. Okay, so you're keeping the knee bent and you're just touching down with the heel. I said before, you can take the weights away. You don't have to have the weights in this one. The coordination element of this is really tricky. So if you're finding that really an issue, then it's definitely take the weights away and work on it without the weights, because the weights just definitely exacerbate it. Take a little rest. We're going to go again. I'm not going to give you an awful lot of rest for this one. I just want you to keep going. We're building up that endurance, remember? Ready? Let's go. So draw back, in, nice and slow and controlled. So all that weight wants to do is get to the ground. That's all it wants to do. It's not interested in doing anything else. And it's you and your muscles and your controlled movements that are stopping that from happening. Okay, so you are really controlling the destiny of that weight. If it's starting to feel heavy now, and you're feeling it in the tummy muscles, in the legs, in the arms, that's okay. That's where you should feel it. That's good. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to roll over onto your front for the final exercise here. And we're going to do a bird dog, or you might know this as a Superman. We're going to add a pulse into it. So we're all fours position here. Fingertips are facing forward. I've got my wrist in line with my shoulder and my knee in line with my hip. And I'm going to draw out the opposite side, pulse, come back in. Draw out the other side, pulse, come back in. Out and pulse, back in. Out and pulse, back in. If you just want to go one side and then the other side without the pulse, that's fine. But the pulse is just to give you a little bit extra right at the end of this session. Good job. Keeping the hips nice and steady, especially as you transition from one side to the other. Last one here. Good job. One more. You need to come off the wrists. Just do a little reverse prayer here, just to help to stretch out the wrists. Then you can. If you're struggling with the wrists, you can. Let's go again. You can have a look. I have a video all about how to strengthen and stretch your wrists. I will tag that at the end of this session so you can find it, or I'll put it into the description. Well done. Good job. Keep it going. We've just got a couple of little exercises for a cool down next, and then you're done. You can crack on with the rest of your day, safe in the knowledge that you have spent the best part of 30 minutes really constructively. Take a little rest. Well done. From this position here, I just want you to put your feet, your toes together, open up your heels and sit back into those heels. Walk the fingertips forwards and drop your head. Really stretch out the shoulders here and the back. Sitting back as far as you can into your heels. Stretch through. Well done. Feel that stretch in the shoulders as you push down to the mat. From here, and when you're ready, you can come forwards. Bring the knees back, drop the hips, and stretch through your tummy muscles and back. If you need to reduce this stretch, you can come down onto the forearms. So really stretching through those tummy muscles. Bring the head back if you can. Lovely. And from here, come up into a kneeling position. And what you're going to do here is we're just going to stretch and reach over. Coming back up to the center. Stretch and reach over. If you enjoyed this session, then make sure you've subscribed to the channel so you get to find out when I have some more sessions. Also, you can become a member of the channel. You can help to support me to make even more content. There are loads and loads of perks for members. Take a rest, like members exclusive sessions. We've got the live stream now on YouTube, and you can get those sessions on demand after the live stream has ended. There are also members first sessions as well, so you get to have a look at these sessions before anybody else does. If you're interested in that, click join or have a little look. I will also put the link in the description. Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure you leave a comment. Please make sure you like the video and share with friends. Share the love. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see you at the next one. Take care. Bye.